guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. This is going to be a very happy Homebrew Wednesday for me. I've brewed up a Australian Pale Ale. Only I made it Imperial, and I made it a double. By that I mean I based it on a Cooper's Australian Pale Ale kit. I used 2 cans of the kit. I also used 2 kilos of spray malt, and I used a lot of Cascade. I used 30 grams of Cascade for a 10-minute boil. I used 30 grams of Cascade at flame out, and I dry hopped it with 50 grams of Cascade after almost 3 weeks fermentation. When it was approximately 5 days left, that's when I dry hopped it. So it turned out that the airlock was still going on after 3 weeks, so I had to leave it for a few more days for it to settle down. So it fermented for 25 or 26 days. Then I bottle it. So today was going to be 2 weeks bottle conditioning. But because I had to delay the bottling, it's about a week and a half almost. So that's coming up. I've taken it out of the fridge and for about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, so it's been sitting for about 15 minutes. Warming up a little bit, so it's easier to get the flavors and aromas off there. I will also be double-fisted. I have a Glenfarclas today to celebrate this beer, because this beer was, I can show you the bottle, I don't have a label yet. This beer was created on a Thirsty Thursday in honor of the Thirsty Thursday concept, which is basically based on the fact that it doesn't have to be a Homebrew Wednesday on a Wednesday, or yeah, so you can do videos and uploads about the same stuff whenever it suits your schedule. So I thought, hey, that's a good idea. Why don't we grab onto that? So I did, and for as long as I've been doing this, I've been able to do it every Thursday and Wednesday. So I am a member of both BrewTubers, the Online Brewers Club, and mostly I'm active on the 17 Brew Crew. So since I'm active on the 17 Brew Crew, I decided that this Imperial Australian Pale Ale would be reviewed on the 17th of September, which is also a Homebrew Wednesday. So that's what I'm doing. Enough chit chat. Let's get cracking. This has been sitting for about a week and a half, and it has been chilled. It has a little bit of a chill haze, not much of a hiss there. We'll see how it goes today. I've just cleaned this glass, so let's give it a pour. I don't want to pour the dregs into this, so I'll leave it. I did get a little bit of it. Okay, so this is now officially my Thirsty Thursday Ale. Okay, this is now officially my Thirsty Thursday Ale. It weighs in at approximately 8.1% ABV. It does have a little bit of a cap on it, and it's very murky now because I don't know if you can see all the bits and pieces floating around now because I managed to get some drag into this, but alright. I can smell the yeast I got into there, but I can also smell the Cascade hops. First and foremost, very citrusy, very floral. Also the malts, there's a very sweet malt character to the nose. It's almost like freshly cut grass. Just a hint of it though. Yeah, and there's some yeast. I did have one before, so I know that if you manage to get the dregs to stay back in the bottle, it's pretty clear, and it won't taste so much of the yeast. So let's give it a sip. Yeah, it arrives very hoppy at this point. This is so. I don't know exactly what hops they used in the kit, but I must say I didn't go very wrong with using Cascade only on this one. It's very, yeah, on the palate, it's very much a hop flavor, so I'm very happy with that. Very much hop flavor. Also quite malty. It's still quite a little bit sharp still because of its young age, and but there's the citrus. The citrus is present on the palate, and into the finish you also get the sweet maltiness. I was worried that it would be too sweet because it ended up at 1018 specific gravity. So I was worried that it would get a little too sweet, but I think 3-4 more weeks in the bottle and that will mellow out completely. It will get a little drier, and that will be very nice. So I was happy enough with this beer to officially name it my Thirsty Thursday Ale. It was created on a Thirsty Thursday, and I'm gonna bring this beer with me to Denmark in October. So I'm gonna save a whole lot of it. I'm also gonna save a few bottles for beer mail to my friends at the 17 Brick Crew Forum. Or at least some of them. It's very expensive to ship across continents, at least from Norway it is, and it's ridiculous really. So I'm gonna try and have some people try this brew. So yeah, I'm enjoying the whiskey also. This is Glenfarclas 12-year-old, and the reason I'm drinking this, I was on a whiskey festival on Saturday, and we got to keep these glasses, the nosing glasses, and I'm going to show you a clip. I did try to film myself a little bit and try to introduce some things and talk a little bit, but it was just impossible to get past the noise really from all the people there. It was very many people attending the whiskey festival. So the reason I'm having Glenfarclas is I tried a 54-year-old Glenfarclas from the family casks. It's the oldest whiskey I've tried, and it was just a journey, very almost emotional, because there were so many unfamiliar tastes for me in a whiskey. Like I had something that reminded me of a leather jacket. It had tobacco notes and almost like old library paper notes. It was just very, very special for me, who hasn't been doing this for a very long time. It was very special. I could still recognize Glenfarclas, though. Even though this is the only other Glenfarclas I've had. This is the signature Glenfarclas, the 12-year-old. You go ahead and watch the clip from the Whiskey Festival now, and we'll come back to the beer and the whiskey. Cheers. Could hear the level of noise in there. It was just impossible to record anything meaningful to say to you guys there, so I'm doing it now instead. So I've been diving in a little bit more into this. I think the lacing so far is quite good, and the head sticks around, even though it wasn't much to begin with. That'll be enough for me for an IPA. That's nice. It also means it's easier to get the aroma as well. So as it as it warms up in the glass, it's getting more of a malt character, even on the nose and on the palate. The hops mellow out a little bit, not much, but a little bit. And it really coats the mouth. I mean, the mouthfeel of this one is it's quite impressive, actually. Even though it's very young yet, but I can see this becoming a nice beer, a very nice beer. But I'm gonna let other people judge it. I'm not gonna score it. This one, I can't. This is not something you can go out and get, but the recipe is on the 17 Brew Crew forum. If you come there and register, or if you come there and find it, that's okay. And if you don't find it, register and let us know. People will help you find any recipe on the forum if you would like to brew it. So, cheers, 17. Have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. I look forward to watching all the other guys' Homebrew Wednesday videos, and I hope to make a Thirsty Thursday video. Maybe you've been hearing the plopping going on beside me. That's the apple cider. I was talking about last week. I didn't brew anything. I just boiled the water and got it going on Sunday. So it's plopping away, and 22 degrees Celsius, and yeah, I'm gonna have apple cider in a couple of weeks, or bottle it in a couple of weeks, and yeah, maybe I'll do that on one of the Thirsty Thursdays or Homebrew Wednesdays or whatever comes close. Yeah, it's 8%. It's 8%. So I'm starting to lose the plot a little here. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please comment if you have anything to say, complain about, suggestions, anything you would like me to talk about. I have limited funds, so I can't like review the 54-year-old Glenfarclas I tried at the whiskey festival because it's 1,600 pounds, British pounds, for a bottle. So I can't do that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll enjoy the rest of this beer and the whiskey, and then it's a weeknight, so I'll stop at that and call it a night, and see you again tomorrow, hopefully, if I can find something worth recording. Yeah, so that's a long ending.